Alright, welcome to another video of math problem solving. This is Bharat Divyan from the Divyan Academy. So here is the problem. Euclid High School's last basketball game, it was determined that 1/4 of the team's point was scored by Alexa, 2/7 were scored by Brittany, Chelsea scored 15 points, none of the other 7 team members scored more than 14 points. So in other words, each person just scored a maximum of 2 points. What was the total number of points scored by the other 17 members? So there are many ways to solve this problem. You could do, an algebraic, straightforward method. But my goal here is to help you solve it in a very smart fashion just by observing the data given, the information provided. So the first step is I'll create a table where I'll say Alexa, the first column for me is the fraction. So Alexa is 1/4, Brittany is 2/7, Chelsea and the rest put together, I don't know what it is, but the total definitely has to be 1. I don't know how many points Alexa scored, how many points Brittany scored, but I know that Chelsea has scored 15, the rest is less than 40. This is what we call as a mental model, a model that will help you understand the problem a little better. Now, as I said, the first solution would just be to say that let me do an algebraic method and go about saying 1/4 of the total score t plus 2/7 of the total score t plus 15 plus x, which is the unknown that I am solving for, it has to be t. And you can go about solving this equation and the inequality that x is less than 14, and you could probably get an answer. But I would like to look at it in a different way. For example, for me, A scores 1/4 of total, which means the total number has to be a multiple of 4 because basketball points cannot be in fractions. So this way of thinking is what I would call as a smart observation. So let's observe what Brittany does. It's 2/7 of t, and therefore I know that t is also a multiple of 7. So the only way you can satisfy both the conditions is that if t is a multiple of 28. So now let's go about doing it. It's a high school basketball game, so the max could be 100 points. So let's think about what are the multiples of 28 to consider. 28, 56, 84 for sure, and if needed 112. The rest can be ignored for now. Now let's guess and check. In case the answer was 28, if the total score was 28, Alexa 1/4 would be 7, Brittany 2/7 would be 8, Chelsea would be 15. The rest of them would have to be -2 for the total to be 28. That's not possible. Even though it's less than 14, I don't think people would have scored negative points or been penalized. Now let's think about what happens if the score was 84. So in this case, Alexa would be 21, Brittany 28, Chelsea 15, the rest of them would be 24. And you know there that it's violating the condition that all of them put together did not score more than 14. So therefore, we can finalize that the answer has to be 56. In which case, the rest of them is 11, and therefore the answer is 11. I mean, the rest of the remaining 7 team members together would have scored 7, which is less than 14, and all the conditions are satisfied. So I hope that you look at math not just as brute force and process, but also some smart observation that can help you solve problems in a quicker, faster, and neater fashion. Thank you so much.